You know what we're talking about?
I know what we're talking about.
What?
We are talking about we're talking about sex after 40?
Yeah.
Why did you think of that age? Why did you think of 40?
What other age should I think about?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
we fit within a demographic. Also, it's a demographic that a lot of youngsters, specifically millennials, think that age when it comes to sexuality is probably non-existent. You know what I mean?
That's funny because some of the articles and stuff that I was looking at, reading on and stuff, just to see what other people said about it.
Which is what?
About sex after 40.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and just do that right there.
Warm up those mics.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to the Pill and Jaded Show podcast, a hilarious, real, and the most controversial anti-relationship show in existence. You've been warned. Now, your host of the Pill and Jaded Show podcast, Miss Jaded and the Bitter Pill.
Microphone check, microphone checker, microphone check, microphone checker. It is me, the BP, and
Ms. Jaded.
With us, once again, at the Pill and Jaded Show, thepillandjadedshow.com. Make sure you visit, subscribe, comment, rate, everything when it comes to Pill and Jaded Show.
Everything.
Everything. Exactly.
Yes.
So we back once again. Feels good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're here.
We are here to discuss some shit that really
Mr. BP came up with. He wanted to discuss.
We don't know what the fuck we're going to discuss. Yes, we do.
Just a little bit, not everything.
Yeah, we're going to discuss some, first of all, of course, we have to, present our daily banter just to see how each other are doing.
Check in with each other.
Yeah, check in with each other. So Ms. Jaded, once again, tapping in with you. How you doing? How your week has been?
I've had a good week.
Really?
Yes, I've had a really good week.
Tell me about it.
It's too much to tell, but it's been very good.
Dope.
Very productive.
What has made it very good, other than the productiveness?
Honestly.
Yes. No, lie to me, Dan.
Part of it's because I'm like really pushing myself to get up earlier now. So
okay.
I'm not feeling as rushed all the time.
So what has made you feel like that you needed to get up earlier?
Really?
Say again?
Really?
Yeah, really. Tell me, please.
A conversation that you and I had.
Okay. Please, expound, if you could. What is the conversation that we had?
You hear that?
I don't hear anything other than you telling
me.
What was the conversation?
We were talking about entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And
which you both are involved in.
Yes.
Right now, currently. However, you had issues with it. Or you're having an issue with it.
Well, yeah, I was kind of, getting overwhelmed.
Why?
Because I had too much work. I kept, and I didn't want to say no to anybody new, so I kept taking more. But I didn't have too much. I just was unorganized, and I was going in late and staying up late and sleeping late. And
right.
Doing that whole freedom. I'm on my own.
Right.
I could do what I want.
Right.
That kind of feeling like, and then I started realizing, okay, this isn't working. Because I'm screwing up, like I'm like not getting any sleep or not enough, or it's not on a solid schedule, whatever it is.
Right.
So I started reevaluating my things like that, and you and I had a discussion, and you were suggesting some things to me to do to make a difference.
Which was what?
Well, to go to bed when I'm supposed to and get up at 5 a.m.
Okay.
Or earlier,
Gotcha.
if possible.
Well, yes. There was more so of a situation of us speaking about the fact of what I was telling you is that, yo, you're starting too late.
Yeah.
And based upon you being an entrepreneur, by the time you start and your day is going, yes, you're feeling like I got my own shit. I can do what I want. We're not at that level yet.
No.
Neither one of us.
No, I found that out the hard way.
Yes. That level does not come at the start of entrepreneurship. That level comes at the point of
end.
Right.
When you're starting the next one.
Well, more so when you are in the aspect of retirement.
Well, yeah, because I kept finding myself going, because I was going and getting my day started late. It already started overwhelmed because the emails were already there waiting.
Right.
And then I was always in the office late.
Yes.
Trying to get caught up from the days.
Right.
It just was like my schedule was this. I had to think about it like this. Really, my schedule's the same, except it's very hectic right now. But if I do what Mr. BP says, then, I have that quiet time in the morning.
Which is what?
My coffee time.
No, I'm saying what did Mr. BP say?
You said that if I get up at 5 a.m., even if I didn't start work until 6, or if I got up earlier even, but if I didn't even start work until 6, I still have 3 to 4 hours of work ahead of everyone else starting.
And even more so, what is also not happening during that time?
No emails are coming in.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. Well,
Yes.
some,
Because
but not a lot.
Well, true, but it's more so what a lot of people don't understand. Because it's the cliche line, but it's absolutely true. Everyone, no matter what the hell you do in life, okay, whether you work at McDonald's or run a multi-billion-dollar fucking, Fortune 50, company, we all have the same 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
And if we all have the same 24 hours in a day, it really depends on how you utilize every single hour of that day. And a lot of times, which you are understanding, I've understood it because other people have told me one of the most important things that you can control, especially in your in your case, you being an entrepreneur, both of us, is time management.
Right.
That a lot of your time is usually taken from motherfuckers interrupting your time management, which is the what? In your aspect, the fucking emails.
Right.
Same thing with me. People asking me questions, wanting to know this, you need to, that shit. Okay. There is a time in the day or night where ain't nobody hitting you up and asking you shit, where you can concentrate on everything you need to accomplish with no interruptions.
Right.
That's the time that you need to start working. When there's no one distracting you, no one's bothering you, no one's interrupting you. Not necessarily you, but your flow.
True. And even just and I'm not at the 5 a.m. club yet, but I'm going to be very soon. But even just the little bit of time that I keep adding on earlier and earlier to get up, it's like making such a huge difference.
Absolutely. It's like anything else that you're trying to change. I think that what they say, it takes, 25 to 30 days to create a habit.
Yeah.
Consistently. Just take those consistent days. Doesn't happen overnight. But the fact that you have expressed that your past week has been pretty good based upon those minor changes says so much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of things that people can do, that are so minor.
Yeah.
That can make a huge difference in the
Real
way
shit. Very shit.
their day goes.
Yeah. And if you have a situation, yeah, I don't know, fuck it. And if you got a situation where it's like, you know, you're trying to incorporate some, you know, little fun at a time where
Schedule your fun in.
yeah, schedule your fun in.
At least your fun hours.
Exactly. And maybe you maybe even need to married people, married couples, or couples that have been together, life partners. You might need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, switch up your fun hours. And you know what I mean by fun.
Yeah.
Switch them shits up too. You know, because, you know, unfortunately, people in marriages and relationships or whatever, they get into a routine of only having fun during a certain time of the fucking evening.
Yeah.
At
true.
night or whatever. Fuck that shit.
No.
You know what I mean? In the morning.
Or right after you get off work. Like
exactly.
Right when you get home.
As soon as you get home.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
baby, go wash up.
Yeah.
Because I'm, you know, with that shit. Go wash up that. Go wash
Yeah, that's
up.
what I mean. Like, as soon as you get home, just jump in the shower,
Boom.
get out, and before you even get dressed again.
There you go. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, you ain't gonna be too goddamn tired after that shit, are you?
I'm going to give you lots of energy.
Exactly. And if you are tired, I'll give you something to be tired about.
I think that would like be the perfect way to come home and then go start making dinner
Boom.
with all that energy that you'll have afterwards.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Switching that shit up. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much as far as, you know, what I kind of like see how things.
So how's your week been?
My week, it's been normal. Been totally normal. Hold on one second.
Normal shit, like nothing new.
No, you know what? It's been cool to a point where I've really been reaching into family. I've really been like just vibing with family, which has been so fucking cool.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So I that's what I've been doing. But other than that, same old shit.
Yeah.
You know, same old bachelor life, doing what I do and what I don't do. Pretty much doing whatever the fuck I want to do.
When you want to do
When
it.
I want to do it. Which sometimes is absolutely nothing. Or sometimes is absolutely...
Some of those nights are the best nights when you're just, I'm going to just chill right here with my remote and my glass of wine or whiskey or whatever.
Or I just want to just say, fuck it. I want to fucking, you know, watch porn on the big TV. You know what I mean?
Instead of the tablet.
Exactly. Instead of the tablet. Instead of the bedroom TV. I'm going to watch porn on the motherfucking 65-incher.
There you go.
And yeah, I ain't going to lie. That's what I've been fucking doing.
Oh, my God.
It's been wonderful. I swear to God. It really has.
Lovely.
It's been fucking wonderful.
I'm so happy for you.
You should be. My bachelors, you already know that's some dope ass shit.
I'm so happy for you that
For
you
real.
can watch your porn on the
I think that's one of the attributes.
big TV.
Yes.
You're like life size.
When-
Ooh.
Man, no, bigger than life size. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my God.
You know, those aren't life size titties. Those are extraordinary titties.
You're a mess.
You know what I'm saying? That squirting is like, oh shit, what the fuck is almost like 3D.
Oh God. Here we go. Go ahead. Describe it.
That's exactly what I'm doing. That's when that shit happens. I gotta wipe my damn brow. I'm like, damn, did this bitch just hit me in the face? This is fucking cool. I'm dead ass serious. Listen, yeah, all you married guys and all you fucking, you know, in long relationships, ladies, if you don't know, your man watches porn when you're not there.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something else.
What?
Real shit.
What?
Yes, sometimes, when you want some morning sex from your man, and he's like, yeah, baby, you know, saying he plays sleep, and you're like, okay, it's all good, you know, and you get up and go to work in the morning, have your coffee and your fucking bagel and shit, and you head outside and you go to work. That motherfucker's waiting for you to leave so he can fucking watch porn.
No, that was fucked up.
It's the truth. Men are fucking sexual deviances. Sometimes we don't want pussy. Sometimes we just want to fucking watch another bitch get the shit railed out of her.
Is this after 40?
No, this is just period. Well, no. You know, I just say this. It may not be after 40. It probably after like 1 to 2 years after your marriage or your fucking relationship.
Got it.
Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
You live your chick. Yeah, for real. We want to relive a little bit of the bachelor life that we left when we got into this, very long-term situation.
All right.
And part of that is enjoying porn. It's very nostalgic. Ladies, you need to understand one thing about porn. Porn for a man is nostalgic. It's the one thing that we enjoyed before we even had our first girlfriend. Through adolescence, through puberty, all that. Yes. That's part of our life. That's part of our legacy as being a man. Is porn.
But there's nothing, so.
It's nothing what?
There's nothing wrong with that. If
Bullshit. No.
Who cares?
Are you kidding me? There's a lot of fucking women that fucking care about that. They are totally against their man watching porn, having a fucking any interaction with porn, thinking about porn, suggesting porn, having porn playing while they're playing. You know what I mean? In real, oh yeah. There's a lot of women just do. There's women that believe that their man watching porn is a form of cheating.
Well, if they're younger, then yeah.
Bullshit. Are you kidding me? I'm talking about the older women. I'm talking about the women, over 40. They believe that their men watching porn is a form of cheating. And those women probably believed that shit when they were young in their 20s. They just have that really twisted belief that a man watching pornography is a form of cheating.
I honestly, I think that I thought that way when I was younger. No, I didn't really. Actually, that's a lie. Mm-hmm. No, I never did think that at all.
At all. Did you think it was weird? Did you think it was perverted? What did you think? Or were you cool with it?
I didn't care.
Okay.
I mean, my first serious relationship, I was young, but early 20s. I didn't care.
I can't speak on that one. Though. Just because we already had conversations about your first relationship in your early 20s.
Well, okay, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you was a freak mama. You was in everything. So, yeah, you don't count. You weren't the prude back then. You were pretty much the opposite of that.
I think no. I'm trying to think of a time when it really bothered me, but
you can't.
No, I can't
because
I don't care. Right. Whatever. So what? Watch it.
Yes.
Save a little for me.
Well, sometimes they don't want to. Sometimes,
yeah, right.
Yes,
but sometimes women don't want to either, and we've had that conversation.
We have.
Yeah.
Like literally. Okay, understand this. Ladies in relationships, in marriages, understand this and respect this aspect when it comes to your man. Watching porn, getting off of watching porn is a form of that man being able to preserve his individuality.
Okay.
It reminds him of being that bachelor. Not to say that that's what he truly wants to be now, but it reminds him of his younger days. It reminds him of his youth. It reminds him of his free spiritedness. Because he doesn't feel like he is free spirited in the relationship that you're in right now. He doesn't. Because if he did, you would be watching porn with him. And shout out to all my ladies that watch porn with their man. Y'all are the real MVPs. But that is completely uncommon, specifically in this country. Oh, yeah, it is. Completely uncommon. This is the reason why so many women believe their man watching porn is a form of cheating. That's why. You're fucking prudes. And your man watches porn because you're a fucking prude.
But maybe it's not as uncommon as you think.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. I can be totally wrong. I just know based upon firsthand experiences and secondhand experiences of other people expressing those things to me. And I've been fucking around.
You know, you were talking about sex after 40.
Oh, yeah, earlier?
Yeah.
Oh,
we were talking. No, we did. We talked about it earlier. But
yeah,
we also,
we
early.
Yeah, that's even more so. That's even more so the situation.
What I was going to say is that I found multiple articles where they had said that women after 40, a lot of women after 40 are more willing to try new things with their spouses or partners. So really, when you think about it, it's like, I don't know, whatever. Maybe that's why I think it's not as uncommon as you think, because of the fact that, you know, some women, maybe it's the older women that do it. I don't know, but there's younger women that do it too.
Yes, but
so older women are gonna, if they're in you know, over 40 and they're starting to feel like, okay, we can experiment, you know.
Okay.
Then maybe they're more prone to do that.
Well, I would say this, okay, because we're both over 40, okay, and this is the one thing. This is the weird thing about when it comes to sex over 40. This is the weird shit. The sexual peak, you know, Miss Jaded, I'm pretty sure you do. You know what the sexual peak of a woman is? What age? Around what age?
Well, some people say 40, but there are others that say it starts to decline at 40.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about, but statistically, what they say is a woman's sexual peak reaches around 40 years old. Late 30s, 40.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. And older. You know what I'm saying? Because they will say between early and the mid 40s.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Now, you know what a man's sexual peak is? You know what age?
I think you've told me before. It's like 18.
18.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Downhill the next goddamn day. 18 years old.
Yeah.
That's when our sexual peak, we're at that age, and it decreases after that. So real, true, like physical invigoration for sex for a man, you know, depending on how you take care of yourself. If you're very physically active, you know what I mean, and you have a lot of testosterone in your body, yeah, true. Your sex drive is going to be a little bit higher than the average youngster who's your same age in your early 20s who isn't that way. However, what keeps young men going is ego. It's ego. I got to lay down as many fucking women as fucking possible to prove I'm that dude.
To prove to who?
Women. Because they know women talk. I got if I'm hitting this girl, and this girl, and especially if I'm hitting girls that are fucking close and that are friends, you know they're gonna fucking talk. And the one thing that I'm not going to let nobody believe in that little female circle when they talk about me is that I'm whacking the sack, I got a little dick, with, you know what I'm saying, I can't put it down, whatever. That's what's going to happen. That's what they do. That's what drives them. Their ego and their proudness.
Got it.
But as far as their actual sexual drive, their fucking peak, and they just want to just like that, it declines after in their early 20s. You know what I'm saying? But for a woman, shit, a woman don't know nothing about sex until she reaches her fucking late 30s. And the true essence.
Well, you know, I read something and I think that I had to agree with this, was that part of it is that by the time a woman hits her 40s is when she really has like learned how to appreciate sex more, you know, and starts enjoying it more. Because they know their bodies better now. Like women don't.
Women don't what?
Women don't learn certain things about their bodies right off the bat.
Really?
Yeah, not unless they had somebody like telling them.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's not like
they're not inquisitive enough to learn. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? And the reason why I ask is that's how guys are. By the time you're fucking 12, 13, 14 years old, you kind of know your equipment and how it works and, you know, what you can do with it and what you can't do with it, what you should do with it, what you shouldn't do with it. Like, you kind of know that when you're a fucking kid as a man. So you're trying to say that women don't even know that shit? They don't understand it? Their equipment, their plumbing.
not everything about it. No.
Really?
Not everything.
You know what? I don't understand why I'm acting like I'm bullshitting. I'm bullshitting. I'm acting like I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not. Because I've been with women that have told me, yes, you know what? I've been married umpteen years and never had an orgasm from my husband.
Well, they just don't know how.
Regardless on...
It takes...
How do you, once again, it goes back to how the fuck do you not know your own plumbing?
It's complicated, I guess. You just learn from...
How do you not know your own goddamn body? That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy to men.
I mean, I don't think that it takes that long. It doesn't take till 40. But you also got to think that in like the late 20s through the mid 30s, women are having babies usually, and
that's crazy.
And so they're not really interested in sex because they're busy and they're tired and they're raising kids, and that's a hard job. But so, you know, there's things that just like physical tiredness and hormones changing that stop them from. So by the time they hit 40, they're like all built up and like, God dang.
Wow.
Hell yeah. It's about time I get to do this.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So do you believe that the sexual peak for a woman, which is roughly around early 40s, late 30s, early 40s, what have you, do you believe that's like a form of what they declare men to be going through, which is the midlife crisis?
Maybe, but it could be. But no, it's different. It's not controllable.
Okay.
You know, it's
well, I mean, honestly,
I guess a midlife crisis.
Yeah, midlife crisis is not really too controllable either. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So speaking of speaking from the aspect of it's not controllable. Now, this has been my observation. I can be wrong. Please, Miss Jaded, as a woman, correct me.
Okay.
Is it more so of a situation of physically and chemically things have just kind of settled, and it's like settled, like I wouldn't say settled, but rather leveled out at that particular age, or is it more so of a woman not having the same insecurities about her body, her sexuality, and things of that nature that she did when she was younger?
Well, yeah, I think it would be a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think it would be like half and half.
Wow.
Because I don't totally depend for these articles to be full fact. Anybody can write anything. But I mean, I looked at like some medical stuff, and it was actually saying that women decline after 40. They start to decline. And I was like, what the hell are they talking about? That is not true.
You mean like sexually?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, that is not true. But then when you think about it, are they talking about
like physically
women that are married? Oh, okay. That have been married for, to the same man, and the kids, raise the kids together and all that. Now they're 40 and yeah.
Well, if that's the case.
No, because even women that are married say that when they hit 40, it was like a freaking, like they were going to Disneyland and
okay,
happy all the time.
Okay.
Ready all the time.
But so in that situation, were they in a long-term marriage with their man, or were they single?
Some of them, yeah. I've had girlfriends of mine that are married and said the same thing.
Okay, and did the man basically, represent?
We're talking about a man, of course.
Oh, that don't mean shit. No, wait a minute.
No, you're right, because more men than women decline between 40 and 50.
Yeah. And I can understand. Because it's the one thing that men know, and we learn that from an early age, that the older we get, the less... Okay, I'll just say this. There's a chemical. It's really chemically. Women may be mentally, men is strictly chemically.
Right.
Because even if they have it mentally, if they are not chemically inducive enough to still perform, they ain't performing. Even if mentally they want to, they're not.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, I have always said, I even posted me on this on social media, that men are only as faithful as their testosterone level.
Yeah, you've always said that. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
They are. Ladies, your man is only fucking faithful to you and being with you because he has a fucking low testosterone level. His T level is low. Because if it was higher, he'd either be fucking you 3-4 times a goddamn day, like he would have when he was 18, or he'd be fucking somebody else. And somebody else. And somebody else.
Well, now they have shots.
Oh,
don't
yes.
they?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
There's testosterone clinic. Listen, right now, which I notice, you know what I mean? Because I pass by all the time. But basically, as far as right now, you know what I mean? In Not Anywhere Studios, right now, we're recording this show. There's probably around 4 to 5 testosterone clinics within a nucleus radius of where we are right now. I can point north, south, east, and west. There's a fucking testosterone clinic there to give those men those motherfucking shots to revigorate them to the point where they gonna knock somebody out the damn park, or a few of them. And they're mostly older men over 40.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think a lot of men, like around the ages of between 45 and 50, start getting them.
Yes, because literally, like I said, what you don't understand is, yes, sexual peak declines after 18. Your metabolism starts to decline after 25.
Yeah.
Now, once that starts to start to decline or whatever. Yeah, everything kind of goes downhill physically for a man who does not really take he really doesn't take the initiative to take care of himself physically.
Right.
Like for a man, he has to work really hard to take care of himself physically, to not necessarily compete with the young dudes. We don't give a fuck about these young niggas. We just want to be able to make sure our dick works.
Right.
Period.
Because your mind is still too young to be saying, "Oh, well, it doesn't work anymore."
Yes, absolutely. It
You're
is
like,
too young.
No, I still want to be doing this.
But hold on. Let's be very honest. Really, for men, our mind never gets off of that.
Right.
No matter if you fucking 70 years old, you never going to admit that your dick don't work no more.
Right.
You what? What you're going to do is, what do I need to do to make sure my dick still works?
Yeah.
Because it's already been proven. Thank you for kicking my fucking mic. But anyway, it's already been proven, scientifically that men can produce. This is how the creator, God, whoever fuck you want to call him, or her, whoever. This is where the sense of humor that the creator has when it comes to human beings. Right?
Okay.
Men have been physically and biologically created to be able to produce and procreate until their fucking 90s, right?
Right.
But normally, the creator makes your dick stop working after goddamn 60, 65. So what the fuck? Oh yeah, you can have kids up to your 90s, but motherfucker, you ain't gonna be able to goddamn work and do what you need to do to get some kids.
Right.
And that's the funny, like I said, the sense of humor that the creator has. But no, you still can. You definitely still can. And those things come with your the way that a man physically takes care of himself. He works out, eats right. He has to just have a really strong sense of discipline as he gets older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially after 40 years old. I'm not even talking about in your 60s, even after 40s, because they got a lot of motherfuckers in their 40s that are still, not able to perform for one reason or another. And it's usually because of physical inadequacies.
Right.
And I'm not talking about sexually. I mean, physical conditions, diabetes, heart conditions, obesity, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So that's really the only thing that men have to actually deal with, specifically after 40 when it comes to sex. However, as long as it still works,
you're good.
We good.
Right.
We still feel like a fucking man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have things for women too.
Wait, okay. So this is the thing. I'm not necessarily talking about taking any supplements. I'm not even talking about, reaching into from outside help, which they have.
Okay.
Which is cool. They need to.
Okay.
But I'm talking about for men, specifically for men, you can have that without any help.
Without the, yeah.
You just need to just do all the things that you need to do to take care of yourself, physically. And if you do that, you will definitely be at a whole nother level. Because part of taking care of yourself physically for a man, lifting weights, just basically being active, lifting weights, eating right, all of those things. Those things are natural testosterone boosters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you start to build natural testosterone, or rather when you get older, rebuild it, you're going to be a monster. And that's where the whole aspect of the midlife crisis comes in. Because when you feeling good, you 45, 50, 42, whatever, you feeling good. You looking good. You feel like you can conquer the world. And the first thing you want to conquer is some young pussy. Let's just be honest. And if an older man is able to conquer some young pussy that who's 10, 15, even 20 years younger than him, and she can, he can hang with that. Oh my God. He'll live forever. He'll feel like he will live forever. It literally comes down to men, specifically men over 40. As long as your dick work, you still have a chance of living. You have something to live for.
I'm just, okay.
This is the one thing men ain't gonna tell you.
Right.
But trust me.
Obviously.
They will tell you that.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask them, literally, what's the one thing, okay, you ask a man. Bullshit.
Yeah, they probably would.
Right.
Yeah.
If you ask a man over 40, you got three choices. One thing, do you see those memes on those memes on social media? One thing has to go. And they'll have your choices. Eyesight, second choice. Sense of smell, third choice. Hearing, fourth choice. Your dick working.
They'll pick anything else.
Motherfucker was like, hey, shit. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, them motherfuckers had like 10, 11 kids between them all. They motherfuckers couldn't see shit, but they made sure they obviously still had some pussy, which means they dick still worked. You know what I mean? Well, I ain't got to hear shit as long as my dick still work. I ain't got to smell shit as long as my dick still work. That's the one thing when it comes for men.
I could see that being their last choice. Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes from men over 40, that's the one thing that we focus on. And whatever the fuck we have to do to make sure that happens, then that's what we're going to do. Period. Whether we
do it then.
Whether we have to take supplements, whether we have to eat better, work out. You know what's so funny? Even for some men, sometimes just new pussy is the one thing that fucking makes their dick work.
Yeah.
And this is unfortunately, this is the issue that a lot of married women who have been with their man for 20 plus years, who suddenly just finds out that he's got a mistress and shit. Yeah, that's why. His not sexuality rather, but his sex drive has been kind of compromised because he just feels like he's got the same he's only dealing with the same woman every day for the rest of his life. He doesn't have any variety. He doesn't have the same thing he had before he married you. So you have to understand, I think we talked about this before, and if you're not, I'm going to go into it. It is very, very, very difficult for a man to make the decision of dedicating his life to one woman for the rest of his life.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's very difficult. And I'm not even going to say that if a man does it, he truly loves you. Bullshit. Honestly, I really don't understand and realize why a man would do that. For the simple fact that he is relinquishing something. He's giving up something that he has been used to having for his entire adolescent to adult life up until this moment. And I'm not saying you're asking him or anything. He's making the decision to no longer have that for the rest of his life. And it's something that he truly enjoyed. It's something that was very fun to him. And that's the one thing, ladies, you need for, which is the one thing I'm going to tell you. A lot of women don't even truly look into.
What?
The fact that they don't ask themselves or ask their man, I know you love me. I know you want to marry me. I know you tell me, because a lot of dumb motherfuckers actually say shit like this. I want to be with you for the rest of my life and no one else. That type of shit. Yeah. So, like, why are you making a lifelong commitment and you don't even know where the fuck you going to be at tomorrow? You know what I mean? But I don't understand why a lot of women don't ask themselves, why are you willing to give up so much of the choices and the freedoms and the options that you have currently right now to be with me, where you would no longer from this point on for the rest of your life have those options? You're giving up a whole space of freedom, liberty that you have for me. Why?
Well, if they did ask themselves that every day, then they would probably appreciate their man more.
Well, I'm not saying as far as the fact that when they're...
What do you mean, why wouldn't they... Why would they ask a man that?
I would.
You would ask him why he wants to...
If I was a woman, I'm like, listen, baby, I know I love you. You know I love you. You know I love you too. But you a man. Like, do you realize what you're giving up saying that you want to be with me for the rest of my life? And only me? You think I'm... For one thing, you think I'm going to believe I'm going to be the only pussy that you ever going to deal with for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I don't think women are going to have that conversation with men.
Thank you. They should.
Maybe they should.
And then hold on. And then I'm also if I was a woman, I would also be thinking the aspect as far as what I said before. Do you have some fucking sex drive issues? Because if you have sex drive issues right now, you're gonna have sex drive issues with me.
Don't you think she would already know that by that point?
No, because women don't give a fuck about that. We've already talked about that. When you put that ring on their finger, they're only thinking about themselves. They don't give a fuck about him. All they give a fuck about, what did we talk about? How a man makes them feel and what he does for her. That's it. So she's not really thinking about him and thinking about what he's giving up. Which are those things? So when I say that, hey, you know, does this motherfucker have a fucking sexual drive issue and that's why he's marrying me? Because it goes back to the same aspect. And ladies, I'm telling you right now, you should think the same way. Is this man only as faithful as his testosterone level?
Well, you just said all men are only as faithful as their testosterone level.
They are.
Then she wouldn't have to ask that question.
No. She should. When she's asking, why are you basically trading in all of this freedom and liberty as a bachelor to, because men say this shit. I'm gonna finally settle it down. I'm gonna settle down. I'm gonna retire. Basically means you're done. You are settling. For a woman, settling is not necessarily the best thing in the world to do. That means that she's digressing. That means like she's not able to get what she truly wants in a man. So she's lowering her standards and settling, quote unquote, for a man that's probably on a lower tier than what she truly wants. Right.
Right.
For a man, settling is damn near like an attribute. I'm tired of these hoes. I'm settling down. Settling down means which I don't believe at all. But so many people believe that when a man, quote unquote, settles down, now he's becoming mature. Now he's becoming a man. anytime a man does not act youthful anymore and does not act vibrant anymore, a lot of women, specifically women, say that that man is not acting his age. He need to go settle down somewhere. He need to go sit down somewhere. Yeah.
So if a man doesn't act, or if a man does act, if a man does act younger, or
No, does not. No, yeah, if he does,
then okay.
if he's really truly like embracing his youth, which
Why
honestly
everybody be doing that?
That's exactly what I was hard to say, which is something that everybody should be doing.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't look at it that way. They look at it as you being immature.
Well, then I'll just be immature the rest
Fuck
of my
it.
life.
I've always said it for myself. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I know as far as my level of maturity and things like that, it does not mean I want to basically just kick it, chill, and not do nothing for the rest of my life. Because I already know after 40, you don't have that much life left.
Right.
In 2021, 40 years old is literally considered middle-aged.
Yeah.
Because if you think people are just naturally going to be living after 80, and you know what I'm saying, in this era, you fucking sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
With a GMO, with COVID-19, with these crazy ass fucking weather disasters that we have, all of this shit, we are not. I told my fucking pops that shit. My pops is in his fucking will officially be in his, will consider to be in his late 70s in his birthday this year. And I said, Pop, man, motherfuckers in my damn area not going to be living as long as you. They're not. Motherfuckers are not going to, especially as a black man, an African American man, they are, I said, motherfuckers are not going to be living until almost 80. It ain't happening. Motherfuckers would be lucky, blessed, if they live to see 70, let alone 80. I say 65.
That's kind of young.
Yes, it is. But you know what? Look at how men are dying now. Specifically, black men are dying now in this age.
Yeah.
So many different sicknesses are taking them out before they're in their mid-50s.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Even white men, they even realizing that their mortality rate is going to the fucking gutter. So with that being said, I'm a realist. I already know I ain't got that much fucking time left.
That's why live it up.
Live it the fuck up.
Live it up.
For real. I'm preparing for retirement.
As long as your legs are still working and everything else, then you might as well just go out and have as much fun as you possibly can.
Well, as a man, my legs don't have to work as long as my dick still does.
Right. And I meant getting up and going.
Whoa, right, exactly. But that's exactly. So, but for real. So sex after 40? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? This is the main time you guys, everyone should be acting a fucking sexual fool. If you ain't ladies, if you're 40 plus, you have a man that's 40 plus, you've been married for 20 years or whatever. If you have never been his fucking dirty slut, smutty ass whore, this is the time that you need to be. Because if you're not, he will find that slutty whoredom somewhere else. And it may not be too far from you. It might just be someone close. Fellas, same shit. Same thing, but. The fellas ain't gonna have no issue with that as long as she open with it, as long as she cool with it, they are too. But it really does initiate from you, ladies, especially if you're of that particular age. You got to get it in. You have to relive your youth. And in fact, at this particular age, most of your kids, which you explained earlier,
right?
Right.
They're either gone or they're at least at an age where
they can take care of themselves. They ain't worried about you. They don't even want to be around your ass.
Yeah.
Like, for real. And if you really want to fucking have your fucking kids, even if they're teenagers or whatever, you really want them not to be around your ass, yeah, just start fucking acting freaky in front of them. Yeah, boy, I'm a freak, and smack her your mom. In fact, smack her on the ass in front of your fucking kids. They be like, ah!
They'll disappear quick.
They'll disappear the fuck quick. Parents be like, why are you always over here? Because my mom, they're just nasty. What do you mean nasty? They're just doing freaky things in front of me. What do you mean? My dad's smacking her on the ass and my mom is just rubbing all over my dad. And yeah. Now you're gonna whatever fucking family or whatever house you run off to, those parents, your friends' parents, whoever, they're gonna be thinking like, oh my God, that's just horrible. Or they're gonna be thinking like, shit, nigga, what the fuck? We ain't doing this shit.
Time for all of you to go over there.
Yeah,
now.
maybe you need to get the fuck up out of here. We need to get all motherfucking freak on. That's what you do. Shit, you really want your kids to get the hell up out of the house early, especially if the kids over 18? Yeah, walk around the house naked after you just got finished fucking shit, knocking a damn mama down off the goddamn fucking. Be on some baby boy shit. How Melvin did, Jody's mama. Walk around naked, yeah, boy. Shit, with a towel around your. Towel around your waist.
Yeah, 18, they'll be like, I'm moving out.
Yeah.
I'm moving out.
Make sure you do it every fucking night, too.
I'm moving out.
So it's every reason why. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear this shit. This is fucking disgusting. And you know the funny thing is every time the goddamn parent makes you as a kid talking about how disgusting you and his mother is or whatever, they're going to be like, motherfucker, how you think you got here?
Yeah, right?
You can say what you want. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this shit right here, all right? Shit. Your mama a freak. Just say shit like that. Revitalize your marriage by forcing your fucking children the fuck out of the house. By being the nasty freaks that you was before these fucking kids came. Do that.
All the kids have to do is hear their parents one time and be like, then they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm moving out.
No, not just once. Because they might be intrigued one time. Because understand this is the fucking social media era. So these motherfuckers are probably fucking record you and put you on TikTok and shit. Those are my parents. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
True.
And go fucking viral off of this shit. Until it gets to a point, if you do it every damn night for 30 days, they're going to be like, okay, you know what? This is some bullshit. I'm tired of this.
Like, I gotta go.
Right. At first I thought I've never heard this before in my life. So I thought this was something that was just, miraculously, wow, we're like, okay, hold on. This is what they're on right now? Like, for real? For real? If they're a guy, they're like, I don't even get pussy like this, bro. Look what the fuck, Pops. You know what I'm saying? If a girl is like, shit, I can't even have a motherfucking return my text. And my mama get more action than I do. Yeah.
Or I'm not allowed to have anybody stay over, but y'all make me listen to this every night.
Exactly. Worse shit. Or it'd even be worse if you have a fucking kid. Like I said, a fucking kid is shit watching porn and jacking off of a porn every night because he can't fucking get a girl yet because he's probably socially awkward. But his own dad is fucking shit just railing the hell out of his mama every damn night.
Oh, God.
For real.
Well.
That's sex after 40.
Okay.
As it should be.
As it should be.
Yeah.
That is okay.
So it's like I said, it's all about the fun. It's all about just stay youthful. I think that's the one thing. Let me know, Jada, what your view is. It's all about staying youthful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, because that's the one thing that keeps you alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree. But that's also I think, like at over 40, you start doing things that you've always wanted to do too, that you couldn't because you were raising kids or whatever.
Well, as a woman, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Men, probably they just continue back what they were doing when they were young motherfuckers.
Right.
Sexy.
Well, yeah. Except now you're financially able to do more.
Right. Hey, we're going to Temptation. Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica for about 4 days.
We'll be back.
Yeah, you're going to some fucking swingers camp and shit like that in Jamaica. Yeah, but listen, it really does also come down to the aspect of a lot of young people. Y'all don't know how to fuck yet. That's the only thing, especially 20-year-old men or whatever. Y'all don't know how to fuck yet. Y'all don't know what you're doing yet.
I think that's why they say women start enjoying it more at 40 because the men know what they're doing finally.
Right. Well, no, it's not necessarily finally. It's the men are slowing down because their testosterone level is not where it was when they were younger. So they don't focus strictly on the physical, cordial aspects, shall I say, of sexual activity. They start to focus on the other erotic aspects of it, like the feeling, the touching,
yes,
the foreplay, as they call it.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the reason why it's a lot better. And the fact of men truly start to realize that sex for women, not even necessarily at that age, it's always been that way, that sex for women is a lot more emotionally evolved, spiritually. It's a whole experience from every single fucking crevice of.
And it starts way before you get to the bedroom.
Way before you get to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right. For a man, sex ain't no different than fucking working out. Going to the gym, lifting weights, it's not too much different. Because you pretty much do the same shit. You breathe real hard. You sweat. You push your body to limits where you're overexerting yourself. You have a sense of euphoria. Your dopamine is just working at high levels. The only thing you don't do at the gym is come.
The happy ending.
You don't have the happy ending at the gym. Other than that, that's the only difference between, for a man, actually having sex and working out at the gym. Women need to understand this. And it'll explain so much. For one thing, no matter how much a man is really connected into his woman and satisfying her in so many other different ways other than cordial, right? He still understands. I don't fucking make love. Men don't make love. Men don't have no fucking idea what making love is.
I believe that.
That's a woman thing.
I believe that.
Right. Now, I'm not trying to imply anything. I'm not trying to justify anything. But if you're a woman and you are so fucking devastated when you find out that he, quote unquote, cheats on you and has sex with another woman, you are thinking that he's sharing that same type of love with you with another woman. That is not the fucking case. Not true. It is no different than him going to the fucking gym. And you have to look at it that way because that's all that it is.
if he's just having sex with her.
Well, a lot of times when women bust their men for quote unquote cheating on them, it's usually a bitch he just fucking. It's usually a side chick. She's not a mistress. He's not in love with that woman. How many times have you heard actual men tell you, listen, I don't fucking love her. I don't. I love you. Well, if you love me so much, then why did you fuck her? Because I can. We don't run that way. We're not wired the same. Sex and emotion are two completely different things when it comes to women and men. It ain't the same. So you can't think about the fact that I'm so much into her if I have been with her cordially the same way I've been with you cordially in a courteous aspect. It's not the fucking same. Now, of course, there's some men that do fall in love with women, you know what I mean? Other women. And that's a different situation. But most situations that women who have men that cheat on them and bust them or whatever the case may be, those women, they're not dealing with an actual mistress. They're not dealing with a whole girlfriend. When they find out they're dealing with a broad that he just knocks off every once in a while or has knocked off once or twice. He's not in love with this chick. He doesn't love this woman. This motherfucker may even be stupid enough to knock the chick up and get pregnant by it. He still doesn't love that woman. He was just fucking stupid enough to.
Yeah, that would be pretty messed up though, right there.
You know, it's so fucking common right now. Are you kidding? Not now. It's been common. I know. This is a different story. I know too many fucking women who got husbands that got outside fucking kids. But anyway, or too many women who have outside kids from a man that's married. I know a lot of women like that. You will be fucking surprised. Surprised.
Wow.
So many of those wives just accepted that shit. Whatever. But it didn't matter. Regardless of the fact, it ain't the fucking same. And maybe that's why those wives accepted these outside kids or the outside woman, because it's like, bitch, he doesn't fucking love you.
Yeah, they understood, I guess. Who knows? I don't know. But that's not as rare as you think that it is. But when it comes down to it, sex between a man and a woman, it's not the fucking same. And that's the reason why I gave the analogy, because a lot of women don't really understand the reason why it's not the same. Because a man can say that all day long. I don't love her. I love you. But yes, I did fuck her. That doesn't mean anything. And it's really hard to convince a woman that when you have sex with another woman, that it didn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. But it does mean something. It means sex. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. And that's, for a lot of men, it's no more deeper than that. You caught your man fucking a stripper. You think he's in love with a goddamn stripper? But her fucking job is to have sex with men for money or give sexual favors to men for money. And guess what? You know what? Your husband just happened to be one of them. You think that he fucking loved her? Because that's what you think. Because you're comparing your cordial relationship with him to the cordial relationship she had with him. That she had with him. It's not the same. Like, for real.
Huh. It's,
like, I mean, women just need to understand that shit.
It's interesting.
And let me tell you one thing like this, right? A lot of people say once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't believe that. I'm going to tell you what I do believe, though. I think a lot of times when a man gets caught for cheating and you don't hear about him ever cheating again, right?
Yeah.
It's not about the fact that he's not fucking any other women ever again after he got caught. Some men, or couples, shall I say, that woman did not have the understanding behind what that really was until she got the understanding one way or another and realized that, you know what, I was tripping because I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But then once I understood that we're wired differently and what I felt, and that's the reason why I was so devastated behind it, because I felt that he basically was spreading himself thin, or he shared what we have with someone else. And I realized that is not the case whatsoever. Not to say that the women condone it, but now they understand this motherfucker's just a man. And this is what men do or possibly do. So I'm not going to trip on whether he steps outside or not. I'm not going to say he will, because I'm not giving him permission. And I'm not going to say he won't, because he's still a fucking man. But I'm not going to be concerned with that anymore.
Yeah.
So she took away the sting. So theoretically, if a woman changes her mentality when it comes to something like that, if he does decide to, quote unquote, step out, it's not cheating anymore, because he's not doing anything underhandedly and underhanding, shall I say? Right?
Yeah, we talked about that on our.
We're just reiterating based upon the fact that we're speaking on this situation,
and I totally agree with that.
right? So yeah, just to recap,
wouldn't be cheating if it didn't exist.
Just to recap of what we spoke about before. So when it comes to those things that unfortunately people that are caught up in those situations of procreating with, having kids, it doesn't fucking matter.
She's still the side chick.
Yeah, she's just a fucking side chick. So when it comes down to those things, especially when you're dealing with a sexual relationship over 40, yeah, that's how it is for the aspect of married people. You deal with those things, and there's things that you can circumvent of having that really, really cause a negative impact to everything y'all built together. Now, for you single 40-plus-year-old motherfuckers.
Oh, my God.
You stupid as fuck if you not just being the biggest whore you could possibly be right now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they all are, yeah.
No, not necessarily. Because all these women are trying to get married and all this other shit. Even a lot of men, I'm looking for my wife. Nigga, fuck all of that. Look for your wife you can be a fucking whore with.
The men that say that, a lot of them do not even really mean that. They're just saying it because that's what they think a woman wants to hear.
No, I think
so she's gonna be like all melty butter in his hands because he's talking about how he's looking for something serious. And come on now.
I think, yes, some men may say that, but I think also men don't truly believe what they're saying in that particular moment.
No, they don't.
No,
they're not meaning it at all.
But they're conflicted. No, they may, because they're conflicted. Because part of that, they may feel like, you know what, I have so much, I'm by myself, and I just want to share my life with someone. I completely understand that. That's cool, right?
Right.
But when certain things happen, when they're reminded of what that truly means, they're like, fuck that shit. I can share my life with someone without bringing someone into my life.
Yeah.
And that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? The guys who, excuse me, who think they're ready, then they're not fucking ready. Because they're not truly willing to give up what makes them a man. and that is their freedom of choice, their liberty. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
I mean, a woman gives up hers too.
That's different, though.
You always say it's different.
It is. It's definitely different because a woman is willing to do that. That's what a woman wants to do. That's part of submission. Part of submitting
that
is
doesn't
giving.
mean that it would be easy for every woman. But
I'm not saying it is, but part of submission this is the thing, when a woman truly wants to be married and wants to be with someone who's going to lead to marriage, that is the initiation of her submission, because what she is doing as well is giving up her freedom and her independence for this man. Right?
Yeah.
Now, you said something that was a mouthful, which was, it's not easy for women to do that. And a lot of women are not good at doing that. They'll get into a fucking relationship with a man basically being a man and thinking of logical sound mind, he's thinking that you're ready to submit
right
to the relationship in taking on, being the woman, the accepting and playing your position in hierarchy in this particular, this family nucleus we're trying to build, right?
Right.
But women will get into that shit, and men thinking that, well, if you're willing to do this, you don't have to tell me this, that you're willing to submit and be cool with this. The fact that you're fucking making yourself available for this should let me know you're ready. But most women are not fucking ready, and they can't let go of that independent aspect, that strongness, that all of those things. Yeah.
Not that they can't. It just might take them a little bit longer.
No, they can't. They can't. Especially if they're single mothers and have been single mothers for a while. They can't do it. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. What I mean by they can't is that they won't allow themselves to. But is it possible? Absolutely. They won't allow themselves to. And these are the men that are like, you know what, bitch? Be fucking independent by your goddamn self. Because the one thing you have to understand, if you want to be in a relationship with me, a lot of men say that the cliche line, you have to allow me to be the man. And then women don't understand what the fuck that really means when he says that. Well, if you was the man, then I would submit. No, bitch. No, you don't understand what he means when he says that. What he's saying is, he's not saying you're not allowing me to be the man. What he really is saying is, you're not being the woman. You ain't playing your role.
Yeah. Motherfuckers
will be passive because they want to soften the blow when they're trying to tell a fucking woman what they shouldn't know as opposed to what they want to hear. So they'll put the blame on themselves. They'll be passive amongst themselves and say, you won't allow me to be the man. It's almost like they're taking the victim role. Because why? Men in those positions understand. Women understand the victim role. So they're trying to communicate with them on their level. We talked about that in prior episodes.
Yeah.
We understand women's language. And so they'll make themselves a victim because you know what fucking being a victim is all about. So you'll understand when I say, you're not allowing me to be the man. But what they're really saying is, you are not being the woman in this relationship. That's what they really are truly saying.
So I wonder how many women have heard that before. You're not allowing me to be the man.
So many. Guess what none of those women have heard? You're not being the woman in this relationship. Because that's too harsh. That's too controlling. That's too, but it's the fucking truth. So if these women would take on the role of the woman hierarchy, because understand this from every aspect, Eastern philosophy, Western philosophy, traditions, cultures, it's always man, woman, and child. Sun, moon, and star.
Right.
Horus, Isis, Heru. Doesn't matter what fucking. It literally it starts with the man first.
Yeah.
Ra, shall I say? Right? Ra, Isis, Horus, Heru. Same shit. But those women don't want to fucking take that fucking woman role. Because they're too inundated on trying to be
equal.
Yeah, I was, you know what? I'll say equal. I won't say trying to be the man. I would say equal. But, no, you know what? I'll keep it equal. You're right. They're trying to be equal. And you can't be equal to a fucking man when you're a woman. Because if you're trying to be equal to a man when you're a woman, that makes that man feel like he's a fucking homosexual. Specifically if he's not. Which exactly what the word means. Homosexual. One sex. So if you acting just like him, guess what the fuck he's going to feel like?
Yeah.
You're the same sex as him.
Yeah, but that's how a lot of women think, though.
And that's exactly what I was saying. And that's exactly why a lot of these women are fucking single. And that's exactly why you're not fucking finding the man that you truly would want and should be with. Specifically over 40.
Yeah.
How are you going to get to this age you want to try to preserve your pussy, girl? Spread it around. Because at this, if you're dealing with a man that's around the same age as you, a really mature man, I'm not talking about these fuck dudes who just, you know, they're in their midlife crisis stage when they're trying to act like young dudes because they never got a chance to be young dudes because they spend all their young years trying to act like they're grown and do grown shit when they should have been doing kid shit because that's the age that you do it. But now they're 40 plus, 50 plus, and now they're fucking acting like they're fucking 22.
Yeah.
Like specifically mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now they feel like they can do that because they never got a chance to live that youthful, vibrant life like they did when they were supposed to do when they were young. They're fuck up years. So what happens is you have a lot of women who are ready for a mature man and he's around the same age as she is and thinking that he should, because on paper he is high value. You know what I mean? Great job. He makes good money. He's got a house. Right. But he's a fucking kid in the head.
Yeah.
And he doesn't realize it because he doesn't realize he's involved in this state of midlife crises. So yes, they're going to act like idiots. So women, make sure you're dealing with a man who's a mature man, who's acting his age as well as his wage. You know what I mean? And if you do, you know what? Y'all ain't got no fucking time to be playing tit for tat.
No. Y'all
just have fucking fun and stop thinking deep and just stop it. Because what are you trying to accomplish? Most women want to get married. Why? Because they want to have fucking kids and they want to, you know, build a house. They want to do this and want to create something. Well, at that particular age, you should have already done that shit. And that man most likely has too. And if you two at that particular age, 40 plus, whatever, y'all just need to enjoy the last parts of your fucking life and enjoy it and do it at the highest level you can, which means, in my opinion, is truly live your youth.
Yeah.
Live your life, live your youth, live all of those particular things, and don't give a fuck about nothing. Because at this particular point,
life.
Yes,
you've already done all of your.
True. Now, I got to be very clear. I'm saying this to the mature 40 pluses, the ones who've gotten to that pinnacle already. I ain't talking about y'all motherfuckers have been struggling for the past fucking 25 years and you you still work, disrespect, but you're not financially secure. You have not taken advantage of your younger years to build what you need to build in order to have the liberties to live how I'm explaining how you should be living right now. If you still struggling about how you're going to pay your rent and you 40 plus, you know what? I'm not talking about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not talking about you. You need to focus on how the fuck you going to be living.
You're not going to just be randomly buying a plane ticket to go away for the weekend.
If you can't do that type of shit, I am not talking about you. You still got some work to do. And hopefully if you're 40 plus, you'll get to that level at 50 plus. But I'm not talking about you right now.
Yeah.
Because by default, I'm talking to those who should be at that level. And if you're not, you already know you have the mentality enough to get to that level. But other than that, yes, I definitely have to get a disclaimer.
Just a little one.
Just a little one, because there are a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in that middle age era, 40 plus, who just are not there socially, financially, domestically, whatever. So make sure you're there first. And if a lot of you who have been consistently, working and striving and struggling, and I won't say struggling, but have been grinding, and you have adult kids, guess what? If you have adult kids, you should have more money in your pocket. If you have adult children and you do not have more money in your pocket from the time that they turned 18, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. What you think is your low balance in your accounts, it should have increased to a much higher level.
Absolutely. Or even more so, if you think you're doing right by your kids, you're not. Because if you still have this, because understand this, we know that parents stay broke because of their fucking kids.
Oh, yeah.
But by the time they're 18, or if in some states 21, when they fucking turn adults, you by default should have more money in your goddamn bank account.
Yeah.
Because you're not fucking giving it to them. At least you shouldn't be.
Right.
Those are the ones I'm speaking on. Mm. If you have that and you really, damn, I'm cool now. I ain't got to fucking be going, I'm giving all my money to my kids anymore. They're grown. They can take care of themselves. Yes. Make sure you build yourself up and make sure, like I said, your money's straight and you can take care of yourself. Other than that, if you are that level of 40 plus, you fucking just
enjoy it.
Enjoy everything in life, man. Everything. They say 40 is the new 20. I won't say that. Fucking 20 years. I didn't have as much fun when I was 20.
Right.
Right. Because I was young, dumb, and full of cum.
With empty pockets.
Right, with empty pockets. Now I'm smarty art and simple to come. Anyway. So yeah, so that's what we think, man. I don't know. That's just my feeling about, just enjoying life after 40, sex after 40, just all of that shit just after 40, man. It's fun. It's a cool thing. Just take care of yourself so you can just keep on living. Whatnot.
Just have fun.
Yes, man. With that being said.
Yes.
You ready to shut this shit down, Jaded?
I am.
She is. She said, hold on, bro. This is your episode.
This was your episode.
We do that shit every once in a while. Like, we're like, okay, this is your ep. This is your ep. This is your ep. Because, based upon the excitement of the topic that we're talking about. But me, the Mr. BP, and
Ms. Jaded.
Doing it once again for the Pill and Jaded Show. PillandJadedShow.com. Please rate, subscribe.
Yes. Go on
review.
the website.
Go on the website, please. PillandJadedShow.com is the one-stop shop for everything that it is Pill and Jaded Show. So, yeah, go check us out over there.
Leave a voicemail.
And, of course, every one of the platforms, because there are all the links to all the major platforms as well on the website, which is Spotify, Pandora,
including social media.
Yes, you'll be able to see all of our tweets, all of our Facebook posts, everything. So definitely would love to see you over there. But we're going to do this again. You know what I mean?
Real soon.
Really, really soon. Yes. And Pill and Jaded Show, pillandajededshow.com, y'all. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Pill and Jaded Podcast Show. Be sure to subscribe on all the major platforms.